everyone, so in today's video I wanted to do a review on some products that I've been trying out recently. I don't really tend to talk about hair care on my channel because that's really something that I'm quite lazy with, to be perfectly honest. Up until this year I'd always bleached my hair or dyed it darker, and I've decided that I really need to give it a rest. I just want to let my natural hair colour grow out and take a little bit more care of it because it was getting so dry. So it is fairly long and it's fairly thick. I'd say it's probably like medium thickness. It's not crazy thick, but it's not really thin. I do feel like now that it's starting to grow out, I really want to take better care of it because I do want like naturally long, thick hair. So I have been paying attention as to the products that I've used in my hair just that little bit more. One thing I've had a lot of people talk about is the reverse shampooing method. When I first heard about this method, I just thought it was a load of rubbish, to be honest. The thought of conditioning my hair first and then shampooing it just really didn't make sense to me, because I did use a lot of shampoo and conditioners that I thought worked perfectly fine the way they were, and I never had any issues with that. So when I heard about condition first and then shampoo after, I didn't think it'd ever work. But a few weeks ago, maybe even a month ago, I was in Asda and I saw the Tresemme reverse wash system was on offer for £2 each. So I decided just to pick it up and just give it a go. You know, it's only shampoo and conditioner. I could always buy a different one if I didn't like it anyway. And I've been trying it out for quite some time now, and I feel like I've formed a good opinion on it to be able to tell you what I think about it. Basically what you get is you get a pre-washed conditioner, and then you get the shampoo, which is step number 2. Basically the thought process behind this is you condition your hair to give it that softness, and then you shampoo it to get rid of all like excess product and weight, so that when you dry your hair and everything, it feels a lot lighter and it's a lot more naturally like voluminous, rather than you having to put loads of product in it. I like my hair to be fairly voluminous, but I don't like to put a lot of product in because I find my hair just holds it in. It tends to get oilier a lot quicker. So I did want to give this a go. Now I don't know if these two weren't supposed to be the ones together, because you get 290ml in the conditioner and 500ml in the shampoo. I tend to use quite a bit of conditioner in my hair just because it is, you know, a bit longer, and it says to use 2 to 3 pumps. 2 to 3 pumps is, from this, is not a lot at all. So I find that I use like 6 pumps. So, and the problem I normally have anyway is I tend to run out of conditioner before I run out of my shampoo. So it's definitely something that I wish I would have looked to see if they had the 500ml and maybe just got the 290ml shampoo, because for me that would have worked out a lot better, because I hate it when I run out of one first and still have the other. I like to use sort of matching shampoo and conditioners in my hair. I just find that they work a lot better that way. So if you do pick this up, I would be very wary of that. I'd make sure that you at least have the same amount, or you have a bit more of the conditioner, obviously depending on how thick and long your hair is and how much you like to use. It just seemed to have the consistency of a normal conditioner. I didn't notice anything massively different about it. The thing that kind of stuck out for me was just how weird it was doing it that way. So immediately like wetting my hair to then put the conditioner in, and then obviously leave that in for, you know, a minute or so. And I normally just leave it in while I'm like washing my face, washing my body, you know, shaving or anything like that. I like to leave my conditioner in for as long as possible. Just like you would with any conditioner, you just use this on the sort of mid-length to ends of your hair. You don't use it in the root of your hair. I just like to run my fingers through my hair as well, because I tend to find that it kind of detangles it a little bit. And then when I rinsed it out again, I didn't notice anything unusual. The other thing that was a bit different for me is that normally when I shampoo and then condition, as the normal kind of process is, I don't fully rinse out my conditioner. It's a trick that I heard a few years back, and it's just something I've always done. I turn the water down a little bit so it's not as warm as like the first 90% of my shower, and yeah, I don't rinse it out completely. I probably rinse out maybe 90%, so you can still feel that there's a little bit of conditioner in your hair, and I just tend to find it keeps my hair that little bit softer. And obviously because you're not putting it in the roots of your hair, you don't have to worry about it, you know, like you having a lot of product in your roots. So that to me was weird, because I felt like I had to rinse it out completely to then go on with the next step. So I then went in with the shampoo. I did expect that this was slightly different to your normal kind of shampoo, but I'm just going to pop some out on a pad so you can see. but I tend to find that most shampoos are clear, but maybe with a tint of a colour, but they tend to be pretty transparent so you can see through them. So when I first put some of this into my hand, I noticed immediately that it looks like a conditioner would. So it's like opaque, you can't see through it, and it's like a white colour. It does smell really nice. It just smells like a bit fruity, and it smells like, you know, like when you go to the hairdressers and they have really nice smelling like hair products. It smells a bit like that. I do really like the smell of it. So when I first saw it, I thought, obviously, this is what's different about it. I did think there would be something different about it. I didn't think that you'd be able to just take any old shampoo and conditioner and just swap over how they do it. I thought that maybe there was something about this shampoo that made this process work. So obviously when you shampoo your hair, you really kind of lather it into your hair. And what was weird about this is it just had such a soft feeling to it. Normally when you shampoo your hair, it doesn't feel soft. You can just really feel like your hair getting cleaned, whereas this, I could feel my hair getting cleaned, but then it also had like the softness and the like moisture of a conditioner, and it was just, it felt really bizarre, like it felt really weird, and I just could tell immediately that that probably would be what would make it work. I lathered it into my hair. It did still like lather and bubble up like a shampoo, but as I said, it just made my hair feel like it was being conditioned at the same time it was being shampooed. It was almost like what I feel like a 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner would feel like. So I lathered that into my hair and then I rinsed it off and then I got out of the shower. The first time I used it, I dried my hair and I could not believe how soft my hair felt and just how light it felt. Like, to be able to just, it just felt like it had zero product in it, but it did feel a lot more bouncy. It was really bizarre, but I couldn't believe how well it had worked. Overall, I did feel like I could feel a difference in my hair as to when I would use a regular shampoo and conditioner. The thing that I thought that I was really going to test it is how long it makes my hair stay like that. I normally find that I can wash my hair every 3 or 4 days. I don't like to wash my hair too much because I just feel like it doesn't need it. I tend to find that the top gets oily, and that's when I know that it needs washing, and the ends, they're still fairly dry just from all the kind of bleach damage, but it's just, I just get that a little bit oily. I do like to use like sometimes even just baby powder or dry shampoo just in between washes, but I do tend to find that my hair will last a decent amount of time. It does also depend on how I've had it styled as well. If I do like Dutch plaits or French plaits, I tend to find that it can go a little bit longer. The first time I used this, I felt like my hair got oilier a lot quicker. I was really disappointed about that because I did feel like it just felt so nice after washing it, and I didn't want to use a system that would mean that I'd have to wash my hair more often if I know that with other shampoo and conditioners it doesn't have to. So, but obviously I did want to keep having it going. I think that because when I first used this, because I'm not used to fully rinsing my hair out after putting in conditioner, I think I just naturally just didn't rinse it out fully. I didn't spend as much time like rinsing out as I normally would with a shampoo. So the next time I washed my hair, I really paid close attention as to how much I rinsed this out. I also didn't really fully rinse this out. I did leave, you know, like I just kind of got my hair under the water and, you know, did what I normally do. I wasn't as fussed about getting every single bit of product out as I was with this, but when I did it with this, I really scrubbed my hair and made sure that all product was out. I've done that every single time I've washed my hair since using this, and I really do like it. Tresemme as a whole, I think, is a really good brand. I haven't seen any other brands come out with this kind of system, and I have heard that other people use things like mayonnaise in their hair as a pre-conditioner and then just shampoo. To be honest, I think if you've got thick, dry hair, you will love this. Absolutely love it. I think if you're someone who has really, really oily hair, I'd give it a go, but I do think that you need something that's not as moisturising, whereas I do think this is a very kind of moisturising system. But as I said, Tresemme do have loads of different ranges that I think that can suit everybody, but I do think that this is perfect for people who have thick or even thin, dry hair. I think that if you've got thin hair, this is going to be really good for giving you that little bit of volume without having to use lots of product, without having to backcomb it, because you'll find that the more product you use, the quicker you'll get like product build-up in your hair, which can sometimes make your hair look oily or feel oily. So I would definitely give this a go for sure, because it is really good. So let me know if you've tried it, or if you've, you know, tried this kind of system but maybe a different brand, because after using this, I do think that I would try other brands that have done a similar system, because I do think it's a really good idea and I can see why it works and I can see why they're doing it. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!